Welcome to IT Port. In this session, we are going to see about shared mode logs in SQL Server. Shared logs allow concurrent transactions to read a resource under pessimistic concurrency control. No other transactions can modify the data while shared logs exist on the resource. Shared logs on a resource are released as soon as the read operation completes, unless the transaction isolation level is set to repeatable read or higher, or a locking hint is used to retain the shared logs for the duration of the transactions. So these shared logs we can use only for the select statements, and no other transactions can change the data while the shared logs exist. So in SQL Server, logs are compatibility for each other logs. So shared logs compatible only with rest of the exclusive type logs. So these log modes are incompatible with only exclusive logs, like exclusive, shared with intent exclusive, and intent exclusive. So let us check with the simplest example for this. So the default isolation level for this database is read committed. So before that, you should know about the transaction isolation levels in SQL Server. If you didn't know with isolation levels, you can check with our video listed in the video URL, video description. So please go on with the first go out with isolation levels, then refer this logs. So here just fetch the student table with student ID is equal to 1 with read committed isolation levels. See, just fetch the data, and we can check with active logs which was created by us in this session for this log description. See, for the active logs, this is a script for this active logs using dynamic management views. So we can check with each view by letter. So these scripts are also mentioned in the video description. So please refer. So there are no logs for this fetch statements within the read committed isolation level. So there is no logs created for the isolation. So just roll back the transactions. So now used with the repeatable read with the same fetch statements, student ID is equal to 1. Just check with the active logs. There are 2 logs are created. One for row ID, that student ID row, and one is the page, that is log hierarchy based on that row. So this is log type S for shared row and intent shared for the page. So there are 2 logs are created for this fetch statements within the repeatable read, or we can use higher isolation level serializable snapshot. So in one more session created with the same fetch statements. See, here also used with the set transaction isolation level repeatable read and begin the transaction and fetches the same student ID. So here also it will return the data. So now check the active logs. It contains 4 logs, 2 for that session and 2 for this session. First we created, and now we created these 2 for now we created the fetch statements. So shared logs will accept the other shared select statements. It must not accept the changes made to the data. See, in other sessions, one more other sessions, going to update the student ID with same student ID. See, no other transactions can changes the data while the shared logs exist. So it will wait for that shared logs to be released. So now there are logs created for that session, 3 logs for exclusive with update logs, update the record, and exclusive with intent exclusive for that page. So now roll back the transaction first created. So just check the active logs. So this is the second fetch statements. Then roll back the second fetch. Now the logs executed, the update statement executed but not committed. So this row logged with the exclusive log. So now we can commit the changes or roll back this. Just roll back that and again check with the active logs. So there are no logs. All logs are released or rolled back. So these logs, shared logs only for select statements. So in other transaction can read the data but not access to the modification. So no other transactions cannot change the data while this shared log exists. And below the video description we mentioned the isolation level video URL and the script for that this active logs. So work out with this. This topic will be very useful to you. If you like this session, please like and subscribe. Thank you, friends.